What's up everyone? Jay here. Sorry my head's kind of off frame, but I'm trying to get a good view of this. So I'm just kind of showing you how I make those acrylic lifts. I bought a box of discs, acrylic discs. They're actually made for keychains. They're made out of acrylic. You can buy the rods in all different diameters. So these are 1/4 inch diameter. I like the 1/2 inch diameter better, but as far as like some of the smaller little island things I'm going to make for my GSP or my zoanthids that are going to be out in the substrate and not on my main structure, I use the smaller ones because you're not putting gigantic rocks on there, and they'll hold just fine. But as far as like my larger structure goes, again I'll show you that later. That one I used 1/2 inch diameter and like sheets, like 12 by 6 I think, or 12 by 8 sheets. So basically the size of a piece of paper of acrylic, and then I put 4 there and I use big base rocks. But anyway, so I have 1/4 inch diameter, 12 inch length rods. I have the discs that I bought, all acrylic. You want 100% acrylic, and then you buy an acrylic glue. This is a special glue. This isn't a super glue. It's not a hot glue. This glue bonds the acrylic together. It chemically bonds it together. Basically fuses it together to become one. It's what they use on all acrylic aquariums for the most part, unless they're like bending and shaping them. But like if they're going to attach the bottom, or you're making a typical rectangular or square aquarium and you're putting the 4 or 5 pieces together, then you're using this glue and this kind of applicator. So real quick, it's going to be a quick video. I sand it down. I've got different grit sandpaper. They don't come, these don't come like perfectly edged, so you just want to make sure that you get it as flat as you possibly can. So I'll run it over the high grit, and just to get, make the main flat part, and then I'm going to go over a medium grit, and I go in like a circular motion, and you want to have the sandpaper down on a flat surface. There's so many other ways you can do this. Like if you have a sander, you can hold it flat and put the acrylic rod to it, whatever. You should know how to sand. And then I'll go on the lower grit here. Or actually, this is a higher grit number. This is a 2000 is my last one, and that's really just to get it as smooth as possible. I already had it kind of smoothed out. So what I'm going to do is I take out my discs, and these have protective sheets on them, like you would when you get a new phone. So you're going to pull that off, and they're not the easiest to get off, but I've been doing them. So I'm going to make sure that I glue the right side. So I'm going to stick the part that I just opened upwards. I'm going to make sure I use the flat end of this rod, and I'm going to take and I'm going to put a nice little puddle in the middle of this disc right here. You don't want to like fill up the whole disc. You want a nice little puddle. Something that's maybe twice the size diameter of this rod, and so when it sets in there, the liquid comes up a little bit above the edge. So I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to take my disc and my rod, and I'm going to set it there, and I'm going to hold it like I would a super glue. Okay, and right away, if it's not going to slide on you, you're going to be able to tell that it kind of like grabbed hold. And this is a chemical bond, so it's not going to take very long for it to kind of glue itself. See, I can already take my hand off of it. Now if I touch this, it's going to fall over. It's going to take about 2 minutes for it to be to the point where it's not going to fall over. 2 hours where it's workable, like if you made some and you kind of want to put a rock on there and kind of like test it and look at it and see if you have to cut the rod down, that's fine. But really I like to wait 24 complete hours until I can put any like real decent sized rock on there and I'm kind of messing with it. So I'm telling you, it's not like indestructible. You can't just like smash and hit it. If you didn't sand this down to a perfect flatness, it might be a little bit weak there, but I'm telling you, like a smaller reef rocks, you use a drill bit just a little bit wider than these rods, and it takes a little bit of work, but you get into that rock and you can slide it right on there. And then you don't have to worry about it moving, sliding, whatever. And I really suggest taking a drill bit the size of a plug, like a frag plug, and drilling all over any rock that you're going to use facing up. Because a lot of times when you go to scape your tank, you like can't find places to put it. And then you end up trying to super glue it or epoxy it. So what I've done, like in this new scape, because I learned from the first couple times that I did it, I just wanted to get it done and look at it. But this time I really took time to drill a whole bunch of holes all over the rock where I knew it would be strategic to put corals, and you're kind of thinking of where you're going to put them based on how they grow, where they need the light and all that. So anyways, just want to show you a quick thing on how I'm making these rods. Let me pull you down so you can see. So I've got a decent amount of them going, and I'm going to keep going. And I'll maybe make like 5 or 6 more of these. I probably won't use them all, but either way I'll have them. So thanks for checking out my video. That's how you make the acrylic lifts. If you have any questions, let me know. You can find all this stuff on Amazon, and it won't cost you that much money really. So have a good day. Bye.